Well, let's get this show on the road here. Again, this is our Thursday Q&A session, alternating every week between CherylAnn Gober and Joe Norman. And, of course, we have the lovely Cheryl here with us today, smiling as usual. But she is the young lady that really was responsible for taking this KB Gold. Didn't have the term KB Vision yet, KB Gold, but it was a vision for all of us, and spreading this, opening this up here specifically in the Americas, and of course from the Americas it's gone probably around the globe a number of times. We are officially launched here in the Americas, but she is the person that's responsible for that, and in the early days working just tirelessly, many times going days without sleep to get this to get this launched, help get this launched. And so we're on a roll here. So John, you want to just start off with questions? How do you want to approach this today?
Well, let me pop in there. Dr. Dennis, thank you for letting me know my volume is low. I tell you, before we start, there's nothing more annoying than being in the audience and having one person with their volume too low or too hot. So you just heard David talk. I'm talking. Cheryl, could you just say hello here and let's get a volume check from the audience? I think you're muted. yeah. Your volume is very low. Your volume is very low. You're muted.
There you go. I squirm so much, and is that better?
I think so. So anyway, those of you that are out there that know how to use the chat box, could you let us know how our volume is, the three of us, in comparison to each other? It's very important. This is all for you. That way.
Let us know if we're all fairly balanced out here on our volume.
If any one person too loud, too soft in comparison, that would be great. Dr. Dennis, I would appreciate a little feedback. And Boomer and Pat, and all good, balanced. Terry says we're good.
Yeah.
And Terry's an IT whiz, so I'm gonna believe him. So thank you, Terry. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here it is again, another Thursday, another delightful Thursday, and terrific Thursday. And as David said, we go back and forth every week from Joe Norman to CherylAnn, and these are the two great leaders that we have. I mean, there's more, but these are the ones that have actually, from the beginning, Joe is the one that actually put together and maintains the mykbgold.us site, and God bless him for that, because that is the master reference library. Anything you want to know about this business is right there. And of course, CherylAnn, especially a few months ago, was just tirelessly working on getting all of the genealogy straightened out, and God bless you for that. I tell you, I know that was many nights of many days of no sleep, if any at all. But Cheryl, welcome once again. Thursday every 2 weeks we get a chance to see your smiling face here, and if you want to start with a little update, and we can take it wherever we want. And folks, we do have a chat box there at the very bottom. You'll see two long rectangles. The one on the bottom is where you plant your cursor. No need to put in your name. It's an identifier. As soon as you hit the enter button, your name precedes what it is that you type in. So that's how that works. So hi Cheryl, how are you? How's Tennessee, and what's new?
Tennessee is rainy and stormy today. And how's California? You know, I'm looking forward to coming and getting some of that great California weather. We've had a great month. Sales this month were up over 33% within our organization. Man, y'all have done just an incredible job. But like you said, we've got so many great leaders in this team, and it seems like, the last few months, getting everything from point A to point B, a lot of times I've been behind the scene, and you just have no idea how much I appreciate the job that you and Dave and Cindy do, getting that message out every week, the job that Joe Norman does, Boomer does, Andy does. I mean, there's just so many people that have pitched in and really stepped up and just really taken those leadership roles. As you all know, this is a big task that we're pulling off here, and it's coming together, and it's just solely dependent on each and every one of you and what you've brought to the table. So here within a few weeks, I'm going to be able to thank you personally and give you those long-awaited hugs that you so much deserve. But anyway, we've done a great job this month, 33% increase in business, and I know yesterday everybody went bonkers this week when they got to see the new welcome packs. So while we've been waiting, and it's taken a while to get those welcome packs put together, I think you understand now by seeing the picture of them, everything. KB didn't do it halfway. They came out and they did a nice job on those presentation packs, and they're absolutely great. If you got it up there, John, I've got my other screen up.
Actually, ladies and gentlemen, at the very bottom center of the screen, you will see the words mykbgold.us Starter Pack Info. If you will click on that, Cheryl, you too, that way you could guide them through it. You will still have audio. This is a particular page within MyKBGold. This is not the home page. But Cheryl, if you want to click on that and just talk about it, they're looking at it. It's just gorgeous.
They are absolutely gorgeous, and you're also seeing there the new design of the new cards that KB has brought out. They first intended on doing a VIP card, and then they've transferred it over, and this is going to be the look of our new cards. But they're very classy, elegant. They are definitely a showstopper. But they're going to come in that package that you see there. If you order one, it's got an insert there that the card itself is held in to protect it. But it makes a beautiful presentation. If you're out there one-on-one with people, you're just not going to be able to get out of the way of being successful. And what we've seen with the cards that we have today, they're done so well, and the quality behind the card, the ones that they've produced so far is nothing but quality. It's out of a high-grade plastic. The gold is heat-sealed in there for protection. The new cards you're going to see there, the hologram will cover the entire backside of the bar, whereas before the hologram was only on the center portion of it. The new cards, it's new technology. Many of you know that that UBS Bank ended up trademarking the name Kinabar, and I know I have to retrain my tongue now to say Kinabar feature because they have, like I said, trademarked the name Kinabar. But KB's going to one-up that. And what you're seeing there in that new design is some new technology that will be patent pending. It is patent pending right now, but you're also going to see a trademark reference that leads straight back to KB Gold there, or KB Vision. And so there's some great things coming, and a lot more of that will be discussed during the tour that we're about to embark on. And so anyway, lots of good things. I'm going to encourage everybody, make plans to get out there and get on that tour. There are going to be some announcements that are absolutely going to be jaw-dropping. One thing, John, I don't know if I didn't look to see if the arrival dates are on that page of Joe's or not. I don't think so. But the arrival dates, let me just go over them for everybody. Boomer, thank you so much. The first stop, we will be in Atlantic City. We will be arriving in Atlantic City on November 7th. And we will be there until the 9th when we fly out and we head to Toronto, Canada. From there, we will arrive in Chicago, Illinois on November the 11th. And then we'll just trek right on over to Vancouver, British Columbia on November 13th. From there, we head down and see all of our friends in California. We're going to be in Los Angeles November 15th. We will leave Los Angeles and head to the Fun City in the United States, where we get to see Gino and hug Gino out there on November the 19th. And then from there, we're going to go down and visit Kevin James Brown and everybody else's big group in Dallas, Texas on November 22nd. And from there, we fly into Orlando on Thanksgiving Day, which is November 24th. That will be a travel day for many of us. And then the meetings will be held either on Friday or Saturday on that Thanksgiving weekend. So I encourage all of you to get out. It's going to be definitely worth your time coming to those meetings. You just don't have a clue how many little surprises that that may be there awaiting for you at those meetings. And this is the exciting part, because I know many of you have got to know us, you know, through these video broadcasts, through all the different conference calls. You hear our names, you hear our voices. But let me give you the list of people that's going to be at these meetings. And I tell you what, you know, I'm going to be traveling with 7 men. And if that tells you anything, and I get my own room. I've told them all I get my own room. I don't have to share with nobody, so there is something good there. But from corporate, we're going to have Harold Seitz, which is the CEO of KB Vision. He will be attending along with Jimmy Larson, that we've all come to just love over the last year and a half, and his Tuesday webcast that he does. And then Thomas Schreiner, which is the Sales and Marketing Manager at KB Vision in Stuttgart. He is also going to be along for the trip, and I know a lot of you have heard us talk about Thomas. He's just an incredible gentleman. He is, I just love him to death. He's always got a smile on his voice. No matter what's going on or how stressful the situation's been, Thomas is just an incredible presence to bring around. He's just a genuinely nice man. And then from there, we're going to have someone that everybody knows and loves. Joe Norman will be on that trip. We will have Andy Morbitzer will be on that trip. If one of us don't hurt the other between now and then, no. Andy and I have gotten to be really close friends. We pick on each other a lot, so, you know, guys, you know, that's going to be a treat in itself to come and watch Andy and I spar back and forth. And another great guy that's going to be coming that I cannot wait to meet is Big Boomer Dan. Dan Garalmo is going to be on that trip, and I know everybody's just fallen in love with him, and he has done a phenomenal job growing his business. It's just growing by leaps and bounds. And then we're going to have Lloyd Merrifield. A lot of the presentations that you're seeing right now, I believe it's myhelpinghandup.com. He's doing a sister site for us that really helps explain that compensation plan. It's something for everybody. It's a generic website. No information is captured there. But anyway, we've got a lot going on, and of course myself, I'll be on the tour. I cannot wait to meet many of you. You've just done such an incredible job. And I know in the course of things in the last several months, it's been so difficult for me to sit and talk to everybody that I really want to, that's really brought KB Vision to where it is today. And for me, this is going to be a special treat to have that one-on-one time with you and let you know how much I appreciate you, because I do. From the bottom of my heart, I couldn't have done it without you. I go through this list here, and I look at Dr. Dennis, and I look at, you know, so many people in this group that have brought so much to the table. George Bruner is sitting in the room. There's just so many people that you know, it is hard to list that has made KB Vision what it is today. And so anyway, I can't wait to meet you. Make sure you get to these meetings. No matter what you've got to do, show up. It will be worth your while. And I am working on some things right now that will even more so encourage you to show up at the meetings and bring as many people as you possibly can. We want a huge turnout. And so anyway, that's where we are on the tour. I'm excited about it. It's right around the corner, and it's going to be a crazy November. Anyway, that's where we're at, guys. Welcome packs or starter packs are in your back office. When those get in your hands and they get in the streets, you know, it is KD bar the door. At least that's what we say in Tennessee. It is going to be a fun ride. And but anyway, it's onward and upwards. Everything is looking great, and I'm really excited.
Well, there's no doubt about it, because I can hear it in your voice. And rightfully so. I tell you what, folks, you're welcome to put in comments, especially questions. Comments are okay, but this is really to answer a lot of your questions. Before we do that, let's see who's in the audience here. I'm going to put up a little yes/no, and there it is. Okay. If you have not yet, I haven't even asked the question yet, guys. If you already have a KB Vision Gold Savings account, please click on yes. And if you have not yet secured an account, please click on no. And that way we'll know how to address people. Good. We have some guests in here, which is always great. So good. So now we know who's in the audience here, Cheryl. So folks, please, you can start the Q&A here, just at the very bottom, the bottom rectangle white bar. Just plant your cursor in there, and any question that you have. I know many of you probably have a lot of your questions answered because you attend this all the time. But let's see what we have out there. Come on, man. If you don't have the question, at least we can start with a comment or two. It's very unusual that no one's typing anything. This is the first time in about a year, Dave, that we've ever had this.
All right.
Usually you can't keep up with the questions,
That's right.
John.
Well, since there's no question, ladies and gentlemen, we do appreciate you being here. Okay. I was going to wrap it up. No.
I saw...
Here we go.
I saw Ken put a remark in there, CherylAnn and the 7 giants. I guess that would be more fitting than the 7 dwarves. So, yeah, we'll have them all named between now and the time that trip is over with. So,
right.
Okay.
I
think Boomer's just going to be happy. We'll name him Happy.
He's always happy.
Well,
yeah, that's right.
We're getting questions about delivery, John. Delivery on those starter packs, CherylAnn. I'm sure you can see the comments there, but Klaus put the first one in there. He says he ordered a starter pack yesterday, and he's saying it takes 6 weeks for delivery. And then Joe's asking what's the general time for receiving. What do you know about that right now? Since they're just right out of the gate, what do you know about delivery?
Yeah, in the terms and conditions clause, it does say allow up to 6 weeks for delivery, and more or less that is a protective that protects the company just in case it gets caught up in the shipping process and gets delayed somewhere, or they're waiting on they've got quite a bit of stock there ready to ship out because they knew that it was going to be a huge demand. But that is more of a protective feature for the company. What we're seeing in the U.S. right now, an average delivery time is taking, 10 to 14 days. So it's really, I don't think, maybe 3 weeks tops with the demand that we've got right now. But they're set ready to get those out. They know that we want them in the streets, and so I don't think you're going to have to wait up to 6 weeks, but for unusual circumstances and everything, like I said, that is there for protective purposes for the company.
Terrific. Boomer put a little comment in here. He says, "You haven't heard me bark yet. It's like a static electricity that builds up and then gets let loose. It happens when I get fired up." No doubt about it. Yeah, and I think Dr. Dennis is asking a question that he knows the answer to, but we'll put it out there so you can answer this. Are the starter packs commissionable?
Yes, they are. They are commissionable. And the way that will be figured, and thank you, Dr. Dennis, for putting that in there. Let me go over this. But they will be figured at just like a one-time purchase. You will get 10% point value on those packages, and depending on where you're ranked at the end of the cycle, you'll earn anywhere from 0.5 to 5.5% on those one-time purchases. But of course, it depends on your rank, your differentials, and where you're sitting at in the organization, below you.
Dave, you want to take that? Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry has a question here, and may all be able to comment on this one. He says, "Is there a training site other than mykbgo.us that teaches on and offline marketing that we can send our sign-ups to?" And I know really it depends on your team, Jerry, but Cheryl, can you comment on that? Because we have so many teams and so many different sites, and each team has their own version of various sites and so forth.
Right. The mykbgo.us is a generic site. We do not gather our information there, or you know, there's no sign up, anything like that. It's just a simple generic website that is constantly changing. That's where the majority of your updates are at. We have a Facebook page that we offer a lot there as well. There are all kinds of docs there that you can use that go into details. Training, Jerry, another thing I would recommend, and I highly recommend this, is log into your back office, go to the General tab, and then where it says Downloads, click on Downloads, and you're going to see several PowerPoints, PDFs available for you. The full compensation plan is there. It goes into detail how that compensation plan works. There's brochures back there. There's all kinds of things. Of course, we've got the Team One websites. If you do not have a Team One website, please reach out to your upline. That is a marketing website that our upline, Jimmy Larson, put together for us. It's available in 17 different languages. So if you're marketing internationally, you have that available for you free of charge. So there are lots of things out there that are generic, that's not going to cost you any money to help you build your business. We have mykbgold.us. If you did nothing but take the schedule of events and send it out to your team each week, the job that John and Dave and Cindy and others do within their organization for this team, and the way that they do the general presentations, I believe it's Wednesday evenings now, is absolutely phenomenal, and it's very professionally done. It's clean, it's concise, and it goes through everything that you can possibly need to know, but it's done in such a professional manner that you just can't get out of the way of success if you just stick to the basics. There are teams out there that have developed their own little marketing plans. You're welcome to do that. Just take heed to your terms and conditions as an affiliate, and make sure that you have the content approved through corporate before you put it out there. And you know, just keep it simple. I come from an old sales school. We call it the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. And there's a lot of truth in that. You can overwhelm people with too much information. And that's, you know, that's always, because when you do that, it seems like people get off into tangents and then they miss the whole picture. So just keep it simple. Share the vision. Look at what KB's doing. We just opened up a global market that allows the 98% of the people around the world that never thought that they could own gold. They thought it was only for the elite. We just opened up a huge market for 98% of the population to give them the opportunity to own gold and protect themselves against, you know, what's going on out there in the world economies. And what I found, if you keep it simple and you bring people to some of these shows, the most important thing that you can do is encourage someone to educate themselves. It's not that you have to know everything, but when I came into this program, they talk about the little gold bug, and if it bites you, it's over for you. It is over for you, because then it becomes a passion, and then it becomes an obligation. And this program is so much more than an opportunity, that once you've been in it, you cannot walk away from it. We've all seen ups and downs over the last year, and how they've put everything together, and what seemed to be slow or was taking forever to get done. From the backside, and what you're going to see on this tour, and what you're going to see announced on this tour, the whole picture is going to come together for you like it's never done before. And guys, I'm telling you, there is nothing that's going to stop KB once this tour takes place. The company is going to spend quite a bit of money putting this tour out there. You know, from point A to point B, they're willing to spend the money. It's going to be a phenomenal thing, and I cannot encourage people enough to get there. Get in here and look at what this company's doing. We are creating an alternative global currency using gold. It's not attached to any one government. It doesn't have a U.S. stamp on it. It doesn't have a Canadian stamp on it. This is a private alternative currency to protect yourself, whether, you know, disaster happens in our lifetime or my children's. It's wealth insurance. And if once you get the picture that this is insurance that protects you and your family family and those that you care about, more so than anything you can do, there will be something that will come over you that it's, my passion has today, my passion, which started about over a year and a half ago, that passion alone with me slowing down and not knowing anything about internet marketing. I come from a direct sales background and sales management, not internet marketing. My passion, where it started from, and just watching people along the way, they get it. And either they get it or they don't. And I promise you, there's a lot more people out there that get it. If you waste your time over here with somebody that don't get it, it's going to cost you getting in and connecting with this person that does get it. Move on, because the more volatile the economies become around the world, the more people are going to be coming back. Share it with them. Plant that seed. Whether they take advantage today, tomorrow, 6 months down the road, they're going to come back with you. So leave that taste in their mouth that you're passionate. You give them the answer. Whether they get it completely today or not, make sure that they understand that there is an option for them. And if it does nothing more than make them read another article today or an article tomorrow, or open up the newspaper or turn on one of the television stations and listen to these people, and you just keep digging into it. But where passion begins, great things happen. And our team right now, from a non-internet marketer, we're in 110 countries and over 30,000 people strong under me. And so I think that's pretty phenomenal. And it's not just the amount of people under me, it's the quality of people that are there. It's I mean, you guys know, it is absolutely fun. I see Ian Hannaford in the room, and Ian's background is unbelievable in financial services and offshore accounts. And when you start looking at the quality of the people that this team has brought together, it is nothing less than miraculous. And it's the group that makes this happen, not any one person. I think we've all got different attributes that we bring to the table, but when you put it together in such a way that it's been brought together and this group has joined together and stood strong, you just can't get out of the way of success. We're going to move forward, and we're going to have a big fun over the course of the next 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years together. I may retire in 30 years. I may be able to sit still by then. But for right now, this is not something that's going to be here today and gone 6 months from now. This company has put something together that will transcend from one generation to the next. And that was the part that got me excited about the program. It's not something that just goes away. You're simply exchanging fiat currency for real money. It's, not like a juice that's going to go away that I'm going to drink it, day in and day out, and then I have to renew next month. I'm still going to have my gold next month. So it's really not costing me anything in this program. What I get to do every day is share the vision and what KB can mean to them, and how they can protect themselves in the future. And what a great feeling when you go to sleep at night and you know that you've helped another family start a process that'll protect them no matter what happens, whether it's an act of God or it's our politicians or governments or whatever. You've helped protect another family and got paid for doing it. So I don't know how much more you could ask for. It's an incredible opportunity for all of us.
Well, I tell you, Cheryl, there's an old saying, you've probably heard it: if that doesn't light your fire, your wood's wet. Okay, so
yep.
If what Cheryl has just shared with us doesn't light your fire, folks, maybe your wood's wet. So
that's funny.
Anyway,
I wish we had that recorded. I'm telling you, that was just well said. Absolutely, especially coming from your perspective, Cheryl. So we all appreciate that.
It's well, it's been a journey, but I tell you what, I wouldn't trade this journey for nothing. The bumps and lumps and everything. And I made a statement to somebody last week. If down the road, if what we expect to happen happens, and we do see soup lines, not just here, but in countries and all around the world. If I can keep one person out of a soup line, I've done my job. And if everybody could have that vision, because I believe it's coming. I'm a firm believer it's going to happen. Now, we can get off into tangents and this and that and everything else, and that's fine and good, but the bottom line is, how many people did you make a difference in their life and their children's lives today? And that's my motivating factor, is how many people can we protect, not how many tangents about, I wish the system did this and did that. Yeah, all of that will be handled. That's nothing. You can pay people to get that stuff done all day long. Sometimes we have to be more patient than what, my patience has been tested for sure. But at the core of this deal is every day just waking up and sharing this program with one new person. And if you can do that and you can help protect families, man, I mean, what an opportunity. I mean, just what a way to live your life, too. It makes you feel good. You go to bed at night, you sleep well. But when those times come and you know that you had the opportunity to share this program with somebody and you didn't, and they're standing in a soup line, that's going to be hard to, I couldn't live with myself. That's the bottom line. And that's not preaching fear. That's just facts, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, looking at what's going on globally, absolutely. And all the unrest we're having on all of the marches that started on Wall Street, and now they're taken to all of the major cities, not all of them, but they're gaining. And, there's just a lot of unrest out there right now, no doubt about it. Cheryl, we have Lloyd is in the audience right now, and he basically says, I have a question. Is Cheryl excited? I guess so.
It's all because I get to meet Lloyd on the trip.
Listen, talking about Lloyd, now you've mentioned this once already, but I have up here My Helping Hand, myhelpinghandup.com. Would you mind making a comment or two about that, because you mentioned it earlier, but I wanted to put that up there.
Yeah, Lloyd has done an incredible job there. He put together a companion site to mykbgold.us. Lloyd could probably explain it better than I can. I think it's well designed. It goes through the important facts without being too busy. It's just an avenue that you can send your people to, and you can market. I can't remember who was that asked the question there. Jerry. That you can send your people to. Again, it doesn't capture any personal information. Lloyd is changing. He has a video of the day on there. So he's keeping it fresh. He's putting a lot into it. He explains the comp plan where it's simple and gives you an idea of how to structure your business. Because you got to think, KB is not a network marketing company. They're an e-commerce company with an affiliate arm. So every person at the end of the day, they can build their organization like they choose. There's no set way. I've told a lot of people, if you're talking to an insurance person, if all you do is share with them the CAB bonuses, or the customer acquisition bonus, as well as the residual income, they get it. It seems, but if you carry them too much into the bonus pools and differentials and different things like that, then then it kind of gets confusing for them. But we want to keep this compensation plan simple. It is unique. It pays out 5 different ways. If you want to take advantage of all 5 ways, Lloyd has done an incredible presentation there to explain that. But yeah, you'll be seeing that site more and more as we move forward. But it's myhelpinghandup.com, I believe that's right. And
yes,
and it's something fresh. It's something fresh, and I appreciate Lloyd stepping up and doing that for us. It's incredible. And unselfish, because he's not capturing anybody's information. He did it for the well-being of everybody in the entire team. So, kudos to Lloyd there.
Absolutely. And I tell you what, it is so good, because I have it on my other computer right now. So Lloyd, I'm going to do something here. I mean, this is so good. It deserves one of these, I'm telling you.
It does.
So there you have it. Okay. Dave, have we got any other questions or comments down here from the peanut gallery here, as they call it?
Let's see what we've got here. Yeah, Boomer had one here a while back that we missed, asking about the starter pack again. Is there something specific that needs to be done to get them to be delivered, like sending an email? What's the process?
That's one of my questions, but I know if you go back there, Boomer, it already includes the fees that they've got there. It includes the delivery, and it also includes the merchant fee. I don't know that you have to send a separate email since they know that those are automatically delivered. But I will check on that and make sure that you do not have to have a second, that you do not have to send a separate email. I don't think you do. But it will go to the address that you have listed in your back office. So go back there and make sure that it is right. Because there's been a few people that just assumed it was right and the zip code was off and a little bit, and I know it delayed them getting their debit cards out to them on time. That shouldn't take more than, 2.5 weeks to get to you. But I think it'd be prudent for everybody to go back there and confirm their profile information while they've got a chance.
And our KB Vision site is down for an
Right.
update happening today. I believe it's set until around 10 p.m. Eastern time tonight. So may not be able to access that today. Let's see what else we have here. Dr. Dennis is saying, will the payment plans ever have the automatic payment option? Will the payment plans ever have the automatic payment option?
Yep, they sure will, because I was on the phone this morning to about 4 o'clock on that situation right there. You've seen the first group of upgrades come through. You've seen the starter packs come in. You have seen to where you can alter your monthly payment. So and the way you do that, guys, if you've already set up a payment plan or a purchase plan, what you're going to do, once you set your purchase plan up, it transfers over to your invoice section under your gold account. Scroll down, hit on your, click on your invoices, and then you're going to have a place there where it says pay now. And it may be 50, 100, whatever your last payment or ever how you set your plan up, that amount will be there. Go ahead and click pay now. Once you click pay now, a new screen pops up, and you'll be able to, at the bottom it says if you want to alter your plan, it'll be right there, and then you can input any amount that you want to right there. So that's how you change your monthly or alter your monthly purchases right now on your purchase plan. Within the coming upgrades, what you will see is, number one, they still do not have it in there yet to where you're able to drill down. Where right now we can go to our table view level 1 and we can see how many points we've got in each leg. They're still in the process of completing this, but you'll be able to click and actually drill down through your organization to see where those points are coming from, which is going to help a lot of people really reach down to see where that activity, and then, when those connections are made, there's just strength in that. So I'm really excited about that coming into play. It offers a lot of transparency, too, where your points are coming from. And where maybe, I think, for me, it helps me reach out to that person that's really sitting out there building and may not have as much upline support as they need or maybe deserve. So that helps me a lot. So you're going to see that feature. You're going to see the automatic credit card feature where it does an auto draft each and every month. You can set it and forget it if you want to. That will be optional. Many people want to choose which day of the month they buy their gold on, so you're not going to be forced to have a set date there every month. But the option will be available for those that just, they don't follow the markets, they don't have time to deal with it, but they want to make sure that they get their gold purchase in every month. So you'll have that option will be coming. Multiple monthly purchases will also be coming. To whereas, right now you're still only able to make one purchase per month. You can make as many one-time purchases as you want to. But on the purchase plan, it's still one payment per month. That's one of my biggies, is because if I may be on an auto draft, and that's fine and good, but if gold drops, I need to take advantage of that, and I don't want to be blocked blocked out. So that's one of my biggies right there, because I do follow that market. And it's one thing putting it on an automatic payment plan and having that auto draft there that helps everybody, but I still want the option to make those multiple monthly purchases. So that's going to be some of the upgrades that are going to be done and coming up, plus the daily calculations. The daily calculations they're hoping to have completed here in the next couple of weeks too, to where your rank, you'll see rank change. Right now your rank changes once per month, and that's when they do the commission run. So anyway, those are some things that we're still looking at. There's going to be constant upgrades coming, but these are the basics that I think that are very, very important to build our business with and really move forward in a fast way.
And Cheryl, on those multiple monthly purchases, the way you mentioned that, are you saying that you'd like to be able to have those, not just the ability to do it, but have them apply towards fulfillment of your purchase plan?
Right, right. Right now you have the option of making one purchase plan purchase per month. So if I'm on auto draft and it comes out on the 20th and gold drops on the 25th, you know, that's for us that follow the market, and I want to take advantage. I couldn't do that right now. So I think it's very important. It's okay to put me on an auto draft. I'm great with that. But I really want the option of making those multiple purchases throughout the month, to whereas maybe I want to buy 1,000 grams or 50 grams or whatever on the 25th and take advantage of those dips. You know, but at the same time, keep it steady, keep that auto draft going. But I still want the option of going in there and making 2, 3, 4 purchases a month. If I want to buy once a week, once a day, I want that option. I'm just an option kind of girl. I don't like, you know, structure.
Option kind of girl.
Option
Cheryl,
kind of girl.
On the home page of mykbgold.us, I just copy something and I'm going to paste it in here, and I'd like you to make a comment on this. Let's see. Would I be able to do that? Hang on one second. Looks like I locked myself out here. Oh, here. Hang on one second. Sorry, folks, for doing this to you, but hang on. Let's see if I can do this. Copy. Come back over here with you, and see if it'll take it now. Let's see. Hang on. We have a new terminology. Is that correct? You mentioned, you sort of talked about this a little bit, about the Kinnabar is now, and so is this our new terminology here for our?
I'm going to leave a lot of that up for the tour, for them to really go into detail on this. But I'll say this: try to get your tongue to start saying carrot bar. It's been hard on me, because I'm still saying Kina. You know, I was doing good just getting Kinnabar feature, using a hologram out there, and that's fine too. If you want to say Kinnabar feature using the hologram, that's fine. But I would encourage everybody to get used to that word carrot bar.
Good.
But I'm not going to steal the thunder of. Yeah, I don't want to steal some of the thunder for what's going to be announced during the tour. But again, guys, get to the nearest city you can. No matter what you got to do, get to one of those cities and just hear what's about to happen. Get that first-hand information. You know, get your picture made with Harold, Jimmy, whatever. Joe, Lloyd. I'm horrible in pictures, so I'm gonna push you off. But get your pictures made, because history is going to be made here. And I want each and every one of you that's been around to be part of it. This tour is going to be groundbreaking, to say the least. So, a lot of thunder. They're not coming in quietly. It's going to be an exciting time.
That's great. Well, what else we got out there, David?
See what we've got here. Boomer says, as John Alfiers said to me, don't try to feed a cow when they only want a steak. Don't try and feed them a cow when they only want a steak. Too much information sometimes, that's what Boomer's referring to, can overwhelm people. And let's see what else we've got here. About delivery, again, if you want to get it delivered, I'm assuming he's talking about their cards here, you want to get delivered to another address, as I live in the outreaches, can that be done? Have it delivered to a different address?
It's Boomer. I don't know, because I really think that they're going to try to get these out as quickly as possible. I would just make sure that my address and my back office was where I wanted it shipped. If I wanted something shipped to a certain address, that's exactly the address I'd have in my back office.
Got it.
There's a comment here, I'm not going to mention a name, but this really talks about how you put together your team of 3 legs. I have over 8,000 in my first leg and no money. I'm assuming you have to have at least 2 or 3 legs to make money.
Well, what's probably happening there is you can make money with 1 leg. You just have to be lucky. Because as those points increase, the rank increases. If you're on a level to where there's several silver supervisors, for example, which would be roughly what you're talking about there with 8,000 points, you can have the points underneath you, but they're going to pay that commission out to the lowest the lowest pin per rank that's closest to the money. If you've got somebody 10 down that funded, then the people closest to that money is the one that's going to get paid. Where, you know, I've got a leg that's going to produce just incredible points per month, thanks to all of these guys, that it's just going to produce. I don't have to worry about it in a sense, producing. You know, I still need to manage. I still need to be there. I still need to let people know I care, and I'll do whatever I can for them. But at the same time, I can't depend on 1 leg, and I need my second, my third leg. I highly recommend, if you'll use that website and that what Lloyd's put together out there, if you're new and you're starting, I highly recommend doing a 3x9 and structuring your business. It's hard to get cut off if you're doing that, and everybody gets a little piece of what's going on. I sit and look at my organization right now, and we've discussed this. Joe has created a monster of a team, and I'm going to get cut off from that. 8 months running, I get cut off. You know, I'm going to get cut off every month on that leg because Joe is doing such a phenomenal job, and that's good. You know, it's okay if he, you know, is the same rank I am every month. But, you know, I'm going to end up getting generational bonuses off that group, but it's got to get to a certain level. And the way I get those generational bonuses is getting Joe to go Director Elite, and then me being Go Director Elite. And go into that compensation plan and really start reading those details about generational bonuses, and how once you get to Go Director Elite, you're just getting an extra bonus. You create 3, you can earn up to a 0.5% residual and up to 10 euros per contract. In addition to that, I mean, there's some phenomenal bonuses back out there for building those teams, but you can't depend on 1 leg to make you independent financially, or financially independent. You do need to have some other legs. I'm probably going to be starting a new leg for me once this, well, after the first of the year. You want to get your 3 legs going. You want it producing points. You want those points there to get you into the bonus pools, and really take advantage of the differentials. But you're always going to want to be starting new lines. And, you know, just keep on building. And we've got a long time, guys. We got 15, 20, 30 years, you know, that I'm going to be working. So I've got time to just keep on building and keep on helping everybody, finding those leaders out there that really make a difference. When you see the daily calculations and that start changing, what you're going to see on that as those numbers increase every day and then they repin your pin numbers that day, each and every day, you're going to start capturing some of those cabs along the way when it's done daily. Right now it's done once a month, but when it's done daily, you're going to pick up some more. But I still highly encourage everybody to really look at a 3x9, because you can't get cut off doing that. And you're always going to get something, and it benefits everybody. So, you know, really go in there. Go to Lloyd's the website that Lloyd put together for us. That you know, it just really gets into that compensation plan. It makes it simple, and you cannot get out of the way of success if you do it that way. And we want you
Cheryl,
successful.
if I may.
Yeah. Go ahead, John.
Yeah, if I may, we're having a question here about explaining the 3x9. Folks, if at the very, very bottom of the screen you'll see mykbgold.us, it does say starter pack info, but if you'll click on that, Joe, you wanted to know where this was, and at the very top you'll see 6 tabs going across horizontally. Click on the comp plan and scroll down, and there you will see the 3x9 plan. And so I wanted to be able to lead you to that, and that's where you can get your information.
Yeah, and just keep it simple. You get 3 and everybody else get 3.
Yeah,
and if you can do that, you cannot get out of the way of success, you know. And just help people. Just reach down and help people and be a leader. The key to success is taking responsibility for your actions every day and helping somebody else along the way do the same. And guys, we're going to get there. So, and right now, I talked to Andy last night. We were talking about, man, you know, yesterday or the day before was like the first day to a lot of us. You know, those welcome packages out there, there is nothing going to get in our way now. And it's almost like we just launched now that we've got those starter packs out there. And just think about it. If you know, if today was the first day, the way you've got your business structured, what you know now that you didn't know 6 months ago, we are sitting in an incredible position at an incredible time. Perfect product, perfect timing. You know, so many of us are on the cusp of really having this program make many, many people financially independent for a long, long time. Don't quit now. Really get in there. Look at that compensation plan. And, you know, I'm telling you, anything I can do, Joe, or any of the leaders, we're there to help you. Reach out to us. We want to be able to help you and move forward. But, man, right now is the time. It is the time and the place. There's no place else I would rather be right now.
Cheryl, a couple comments down here. We're on the home stretch here. We've got just a few minutes left, so let's see if we can cover a couple questions here. Where are, number one, the tour dates? Are they posted somewhere, and if so, where exactly are they?
They're on the my Facebook page. It's Team One. It's KB Vision Team One Worldwide is the name of our Facebook page. They're also, it's in the Skype rooms. I don't know if Joe has put it up on his website or not, the mykbgold.us. If not, we will get that up there. The venues will be announced tomorrow. I talked to them last night. I knew that they had been talking to Marriott's, and I think they've flipped up. Some of the Marriott's were not available during certain dates. So I think they're talking to the Hilton groups right now. So anyway, but those are supposed to be finalized and out there tomorrow.
Okay.
As far as the venue. The dates are there. What cities and dates we arrive on, they're there.
Lloyd just put a comment in here. He said, our KB Vision site is up right now for about 60 minutes. It's open for 60 minutes for orders. If you need a few monthly purchase plan orders to reach the next pin level, you have 60 minutes to get those orders in. So, for about the next hour. Any other questions, John, there that we have not addressed that you can see there?
Well, I tell you what, I'm going to put up this Facebook page because I think that's pretty important what you said. And Cheryl, please look at this. Is this correct? Oops.
Yeah, it's KB Vision dash Team One Worldwide. Sometimes you have to pop down through there because we've got so much activity on that page. Sometimes you may have to scroll down, but I will get in there and bump those dates up to the top. I may even put them in a doc format. And if you go to that site or that link, I'll go in there today and put it on a doc format. Then all you have to do is click on the docs and just look for that tour schedule or whatever there. And that way you won't have to scroll down through all the comments. Because there's a lot of activity in that room.
Well, David, as you pointed out, we got 4 minutes left here, so why don't we just do a little wrap up? Let me look one more time in the questions. Is there anything really pressing here? Let's see. Will the tour be recorded for later broadcast?
I don't know if it will be recorded. There will probably be a lot of pictures made, but I don't know if they're going to be carrying recording equipment and all of that. Terry Whitener, he always goes around with a camera. I'm sure there will be some of us that record some things, but I don't know that corporate's going to be bringing all the recording equipment with them, no. I don't know that. But I'm sure there will be something somewhere. And I hope one of these guys is short. And I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to be dwarfed. It's going to be the 7 giants and the dwarf.
I hope one of these guys is short. That's a great one. Blow out a candle on that one.
Well, I'll be down here, and they'll all be up here in pictures.
They'll all lift you up. I tell you what, Cheryl, how about some closing remarks here, and then we could wrap this up.
I think Joe did a great job right now. If you need a few more to get in, you got 60 minutes to do it, and really look where your rank's at right now and what points you have. And if you only have a few more to do, get in there and get them done. 60 minutes can make a world of a difference in a lot of your paychecks. So, and I know Boomer's on it.
We just had Cheryl, we just had a poster from Terry Whitener, said he'll be in both Los Angeles and Las Vegas to record. So, Terry, thank you so much. Cheryl, as always, you're our sweetheart. You know, it just you bring such good energy and such a heart to the entire KB Vision team, and so we highly appreciate you for that. So, Mr. Dave, you want to do a little wrap here and let people know what's coming up?
Well, as Cheryl just said, one more hour the KB Vision site will be available. We will see you on Wednesday evening, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, for our overview broadcast. We do that every Wednesday. And of course this every Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, our Q&A session, and we'll be looking to have Joe Norman here next week as well. And again, Cheryl, always a treat, always a privilege to share the platform here with you. So thanks for taking your valuable time and sharing it with all of us. So back to you to close it out there, John.
I tell you what. Thank you, David. And if I may add, folks, on mykbgold.us, go down, mouse over the more link on the very, very top. It's the 6th one. And just go down to live events schedule, and there you'll find a lot more information on how to lead people to this the good news. So, Cheryl, again, thank you so much. We'll see you in 2 weeks, won't we? Yes, we will. All right, folks, thank you. And David, thanks for the help. And Cheryl, as always, you're highly appreciated. And so, folks, we'll wrap this up. And next week we'll have Joe Norman sitting in the answer seat. It's like hey, you guys remember the Shell Answer Man? That's it. That was a great program. Well, that's what we have here. Only it's the KB KB Answer Gal and the KB Answer Man. So, Cheryl, again, thank you so much. David, thank you. And, folks, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.